Just so my correct people, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing beautifully well. What just happened, my people? They said that Queen Naomi was seen in an event recently where they said she was having a conversation with Kabiyesi, like they were literally, having a conversation. Some persons were saying that she was, greeting Kabiyesi. Some said that she was not just greeting, but they were actually having a discussion. And like this, they said, in fact, the way they were talking and smiling at the same time, people were just like, wait a minute. Is this one, wait till they happen. Una sure say Queen Naomi no go return to palace very soon. Una sure say this one, when they see like this, Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi, be like say, they don't go come back as husband and wife, but Queen Naomi no dey inside palace, but she choose to dey outside palace. Like, what is happening? Kilo shele gongon because the way they said the whole thing happened, they said Queen Naomi could not believe it. Like even Queen Naomi could not believe it because of the way the way Kabiyesi really gave her the time, the audience, and they were just having. You could see that Kabiyesi was just there. Like he was into the conversation. Like you could know that this one is really into the conversation because it wasn't like a kind of a talk, just sharp, sharp and go. They were really having a discussion. And they said Queen Naomi was so happy because she was just smiling all through the entire time. Even Kabiyesi himself too was also smiling. Now, my people, what really happened? They said in this event that they went to, it wasn't a kind of a public event. Oh, it was a small, quiet event. Okay, like in-house event that cameras were not even there. Kabiyesi was invited for prayers. Okay, and Queen Naomi too happens to also be invited for prayers, as if whoever it is that the host was actually intentionally brought these two people together. Yes, so because how do we explain this? Because Queen Naomi was not like Queen Naomi, the person knows that Kabiyesi will be there and he knows that Queen Naomi will be coming. He intentionally brought these two people together, and as if both of them knew that yes, this thing will happen because this person that organized this event, the host of this event, they say happens to be very close to Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi when Queen Naomi was in the palace. Like even when Queen Naomi left, he said they are still very, very close, and it's also very, very close to to Kabiyesi. So that's the reason why he decided to invite them together at the same time. And funny enough, in this program, they said none of the Olori follow Kabiyesi. Oh. Yes, so there wasn't drama. So Kabiyesi had full time to have this discussion with Queen Naomi. He has this full time to have time with Queen Naomi. And that was exactly what happened. And they said, in fact, people that were there were just smiling. Like the way they were looking at them discussing, like you will not know when that smile will enter your face. You will not know when, if you that is watching like this, you will know when you will start smiling because you will be so carried away because of why? The way both of them were doing, the way both of them were discussing, the way both of them were just, doing their thing. Because my people, like our people used to say that, look, if like if you know because of egusi, it's if you know because of soup, it's the swallow. You go because of that swallow when you see when it's fresh, when they don't pound that, don't fresh like this, you feel because of her. It's the soup. That is exactly what it's like is happening. Because first of all, Queen Naomi actually is the one, she's the one that gave birth to Kabiyesi's first son, who happens to be the child of prophecy. And also Queen Naomi happens to be that one woman who has captured his heart, who he discovered that he loves so much. And Queen Naomi in her own part, Kabiyesi happens to be the first man in her life. Like Kabiyesi is that one man who show her love, who knows, like who open her to reality, to life, to know what life is really all about, to really have the relationship between a man and a woman, to really have, know who is called a man. So based on all that, Queen Naomi could not just let go of Kabiyesi. She cannot just let go in a hurry because this man happens to be the first man of her life. And she has seen that, look, it's like I love this man. So that is the reason why no matter what, we always see both of them coming together. And Queen Kabiyesi too, himself too, is always seeing himself coming together with Queen Naomi. That is why whenever they meet like this, it's like the spark. The spark will just happen. Even they themselves, I'm sure if they ask them, they will say they don't even know what the spark is all about. I'm sure they will say don't know what is happening. They just see themselves. I think that is exactly what they will say. Because how do you explain this? Make it make sense now. That these two people, that people have said, they are no more together. When you see them together, you just see that sign. You will just see that thing. You will see something that will always make you conclude that, yes, there's something. How come? Why is it like that? So, my correct people, it's not a small thing. No. They say like this, Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi, the way they saw them, it was more like, two people who are really into each other. And of course, it's not a place where you can just carry phone and video. Nobody can video because it wasn't a big public gathering. It was just an in-house thing. And people were so few that if you raise your phone, they will know that you are doing something. So nobody could do that. But everybody was so engrossed watching while they were there having their discussion. People were just smiling. You don't even know why you are smiling. Once you see them together like this, you just start smiling. Even those that were not there when they were having this discussion, when they sat and they were discussing, those that will just enter, once they turn, like you just look around, you just see them, you will like, before you know, you start smiling. That is exactly what they say happened. Like this kind of feeling that will make you to start giving out your smile freely. That was exactly the expression that people noticed that happened that day. Now, if this thing is happening like this to just ordinary men, common men, people that will just see and they will just they will just be happy and smiling. Don't you think that there's something about these two people? Don't you think that really, 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 Queen Naomi might just be that promised woman that they have said that must be with Kabiyesi in the palace? What is your take on this very gist, my people? Come down the comment section and drop your opinion, what you feel about what is really happening. Because like this, it's like true, there's something about Queen Naomi and the great Iroko himself that people don't know of. That it may be even they themselves, they might not know. But people that sees them know that no, there is more to this. This is not just about physical. There might be a spiritual undertone to their, story and to their togetherness. So my correct people, we also want to hear from you what you think, what is really happening between Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi. Come down the comment section and drop your opinion. And if you have not subscribed, my brother, my sister, subscription is free now. All you need to do is just to tap on that subscribe button, okay? And turn on your notification bell so that whenever we drop our videos, you get notified immediately. Thank you so much. Till I come your way again, have a beautiful weekend. Bye-bye.